Welcome back, friends, to another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Lids87 here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Setzer, even though he wasn't confirmed. Now, Setzer's banner is going to be one of those off banners, as I like to call them. When I call it off banner, it's just like the Sarah banner, the Galuf banner, his own banner. It's these banners that are never confirmed, but we know they're coming because of the JP timeline. Now, when we look at the slides, we're going to be getting something called Equinox Aurora and Umbral Equinox, all right? So some events that are going to have Perfectum Lufenia quests. I'm actually looking forward to these. Please make them hard. And during the timeline on the JP side of the game, Setzer's LD weapon, his banner with Tidus on there on the JP side, was in between Reno's Lost Chapter and the boss rush. So for me personally, I believe that he could possibly be right here. Now I say possibly because there's a lot of speculation going on right now with how things were phrased during the community live stream. When it comes to Tidus even being, if he is going to be on Setzer's banner or not, I say let's wait until the banner is officially released to see what the hell is going on, because I'm one of those players that was waiting for Setzer's banner to see if Tidus's burst was going to be on there or not. Some players are even speculating that Setzer could potentially be pushed back. So the way I see it, friends, let's just wait, all right, until the banner is actually released. Then we can go from there. But I am a believer that he will be on this banner, and I hope it's with Tidus. But again, we will wait to see what happens, all right, friends, because the other banner during this time frame, or at least after Setzer, was, I believe it was Vaughn with his LD Burst, Kefka LD Burst, and Arden with LD Burst, with those characters getting boards, and Vaughn becoming an absolute beast because of his rework. I mean, if they switch those around, like I said, friends, we'll just have to wait and see. But focusing back on Setzer himself, I am just going to quickly go over his kit, give you guys my two thoughts if you guys should be pulling for him or not. But I'm sure a lot of you already know that answer, regardless of which burst weapon is going to be on there. Now, for this video, I'm going to be using the Dissidia Compendium, no infographic, so I'm going to leave the link down below in the description. Also, to other resources like this, Anton Labs' Leo Bob's translations from Reddit, as this is also an amazing source from when characters got released on the JP side. Those translations still apply to global during that same era, so to say. All right, friends, so links will be down below in the description. Now, when it comes to Setzer, if you're not familiar with what Setzer does, he is a hybrid ranged magic utility type character, and with his LD, he will be an enabler for your team compositions, and he is also an excellent source of Brave Battery. Now, with his first ability, Freeze Joker, I call this the holy shit button, because let's say you're in trouble, right? You drastically screw up, the enemy's about to like kill your team composition. Holy shit, you press this button, you are potentially saved. Now, if they cleanse, you're still screwed. But keep in mind that Freeze Joker has 3 uses of this, so ideally you don't want to spam this. Now, with his rework, he's going to be getting a rework. He's going to brave your party members to deal 100% AoE damage while not consuming his own brave. While he's doing this, he is going to inflict a debuff called Freeze. Freeze for 2 turns will literally stop the enemies from gaining any form of brave. Gaining, stealing, whatever it is, they cannot gain any brave to use against you, so you are potentially safe unless they cleanse. Now, with this second ability, Red Card, he's going to twirl, he's going to throw cards at the enemy, at his target, and he will be delaying them by 1 turn. He does have 9 uses of this, so ideally this is the one you want to spam alongside with HP Attack ++. Now, there's nothing else drastic with this besides granting generic buffs, max brave and attack, so there's that. Take it for what it is. His EX ability, Prismatic Flash. Okay, this is going to grant him a framed buff called the Blackjack. Oh, there we go, it opened up. Now, what Blackjack is going to do is it's going to increase your party stats, so you're seeing an increase to attack and max brave. And with his limit breaks, there's going to be a Brave Regent effect, and this is going to increase the Brave potency by 50% per hit when dealing critical hits with his EX ability. Now, it does charge at a slightly fast rate, so you are going to be spamming this as soon as possible, because this is also another source of Brave Battery for your entire party. Now, when it comes to Setzer's LD weapon, this is what is going to enable your team composition to hit a lot harder. A lot of players knows about this, but those that don't, let me explain what happens. Now, upon using Dive Bomb, all right, let's assume you already got his boards for this also. What this is going to do, this is going to grant Setzer himself and his allies a new buff called Fixed Dice. To himself, it's going to be 9 turns. For the allies, it's going to be 6 turns. Also, upon using his LD ability, this is going to increase the use. This is going to add a use back of his second ability, Red Card. So, hey, not bad. More delays, more uses of an ability for Setzer himself. Now, what this buff is going to do... Oh, shit, I'm losing myself here. Fixed Dice, okay? Hold on. Let me use this one here. What this is going to do, Fixed Dice, your party members are going to increase their attack by 40%, HP damage by 20%, stolen max brave overflow by 30%, recovered or gained overflows by 20%. Now, mind you that even though each party member does have one of their own Fixed Dice buff, the same buffs will not stack, so you can't get, 120% attack up. Just for example, that'd be badass. I'm not gonna lie, that would be really cool. And the duration of this buff cannot be extended. And this does decrease during a burst mode, okay? I have to throw that out there, all right? Now, what else does this do for your party members? Let me explain. Depending on how many turns are left for the buff duration, that party member has a chance to inflict maximum brave damage, taste the motherfucking rainbow. Okay, so as you guys have been seeing with Core with his special effect, once it's at 10 stacks, he gains access to Reaper's Gale, his upgraded HP attack. When using it, he does rainbow damage. So that whatever his brave damage cap is, it will go automatically to the maximum. Setzer can provide that towards your entire party, but there is a chance depending on the turn duration. Now, if it's 7 turns or more, obviously this is going to be Setzer. As you guys saw that he gains the most turn durations from this. There's going to be a 70% chance for him to hit that maximum brave damage. Not critical brave damage, maximum brave damage. Now, this part applies to everybody else. Between 4 to 6 turns, it is a 50% chance. 3 turns, 40% chance. 2 turns, 30% chance. And at 1 turn, 20% chance. So as you guys see that the lesser turn duration you have of this, the lesser chance they have to hit that maximum brave damage. That is the only downside of this buff. But at the same token, you're going to be hitting like a damn truck whenever this does trigger. Now, some things to keep in mind that this chance is per brave hit. It's not like your character goes, right? Let's say, for example, a character has 3 brave hits. If the first one doesn't hit that chance, it's not like the rest of them are not going to hit that chance either. This is per brave hit on the enemy. So ideally, you want to bring a unit that does a lot of brave hits during their attack animation. Another thing to keep in mind that even though the buff's duration does decrease during a burst mode, the duration does not decrease with off-turn damage. Now, what do I mean by off-turn damage is units that still attack even though it's not their turn. Because the only way for this to decrease is for that ally or party member to take their turn, or during the burst mode, it's going to decrease. If it's not their turn, there's no reason for this to decrease in duration. So units like Core, who we currently have, you put a buff on a character and he's going to be attacking with them, he's going to hit that maximum brave damage with his additional attack. Other units that, off-turn damage, like units that can counter, for example, like Gao, like 8, like Daddio, they can take full advantage of this without decreasing the duration. Or some upcoming units, well, I guess Furion 2 can count, but some upcoming units that come to mind during the Lufenia Plus era, like Ace with this LD debuff that is constant off-turn damage. These are the units that, in my opinion, are going to benefit the most from having Fixed Dice on them. Now, let's go back here. Now, let's focus on his call actions here for a quick second. Now, when it comes to his standard call, Freeze Joker, it's going to do the exact same thing. It's going to inflict freeze. The enemy can't gain, steal any form of brave for 2 turns. So not a bad call to have on your team composition. His LD call action, though, does not grant, I repeat, does not grant, no da, Fixed Dice towards your party members. But they still gain a caller effect. So the dive bomb call for 3 turns, there's going to be increased to stats for your party members to attack, stolen, gained overflows, and HP damage up. So Setzer has to be on the team composition in order to grant that buff. So either bring your own or bring a friend support to gain that Fixed Dice buff for your party. All right, friends. So that being said, How do I value Setzer? Where do I see him on my worth meter, even though it's not here? I definitely consider him very worthy of your resources. Throw tickets for him, throw gems for him. Do I see him pity worthy? Now, even though he's powerful, I don't necessarily see him pity worthy because of the call action. His LD call action, due to him not giving that fixed dice towards your party members, that would have been a lot more better if he was able to do that. Yes, absolutely pity worthy of your gems. Now, I'm just putting him in how worthy or worthy of your resources because, as you guys saw, that he has utility, right? He can stop the enemies from gaining any form of Brave. He is a good Brave battery. And with this dive bomb, he's going to allow your party members to hit really hard, regardless of how high the enemy's defense is, regardless of how high a Brave damage reduction is. Setzer was a staple in a lot of team compositions for the Lufenia Plus era because of those reasons. But you don't necessarily need him on your team compositions as long as you build properly, as long as you have the capabilities to decrease the enemy's defense during the Lufenia Plus era, as long as you increase your party members' Brave damage. Is if you can inflict debuffs on the enemies that increase the Brave damage they receive, you should be fine, all right? Just in case if you miss out on Setzer. All right, friends, so Setzer definitely worthy of your resources because of all of those reasons. All right, friends, so that is it for this video, friends. I want to thank you guys for watching my coverage, my 2 cents of Setzer. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments my overall thoughts. I had to pause back there because I didn't know if I want to talk about that then or here. Me personally, I am going to be going after Setzer. If he is tomorrow, again, we are going to wait and see what happens if he is going to be on that Equinox banner. Now, when it comes to all the speculation and stuff, the way I like to see it is nothing has been officially confirmed. Okay, nothing has been confirmed yet. So I really don't see myself having a voice in it until we actually see the banner. Once the banner is out, and if Tidus is not on there, okay, that might be a different story. I mean, they're switching things up. We'll have to see, but I am one of those players that am planning to chase on Setzer's banner, and I would love to pick up Tidus's burst weapon along the process. I am still a believer that Setzer will be on that first Equinox banner along with Tidus's burst, but we will have to wait and see what happens. All right, friends, so that is my take on the whole speculation thing. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments, again, your overall thoughts about Setzer and your own speculations. And until next time, friends, good luck and have a good one.